So you've heard a lot of presentations today, but listen to what I have to say. Life is a journey, they told me, and it isn't about the prize. But when I step into the real world, I get a big, nice surprise when everything I want to do or become or be is based on if I succeed. Work, school, relationships, Project Green Challenge. You know, you could say I'm here today because I'm hardworking, creative, talented, smart, funny, cute. But you know, I feel like it was more than that. You see, I succeeded because I had parents who supported me, mentally and monetarily, and never really said no to me unless I was making cookies in the middle of the night for charity because, Alyssa, it is too late. Go to bed. I succeeded because I had teachers who told me, Alyssa, it is not going to be easy. And juggling life and school is gonna get a little crazy. And I know you worked really hard on the essay and only got a B, but trust me, it gets better. I succeeded because I came from a socioeconomic class that gave me opportunities and never really left me hungry and always gave me the tools I needed to be who I wanted to be. So, you see, there's a lot of reasons why I'm here today. And you could say it was based on my environment. I mean, isn't that what we're talking about today? No offense, but today I'm not talking to my judges, my eco-leaders, the children of the world, or my government. Today, I'm talking to every single young person and teenager in this world, especially my 13 peers who are absolutely heaven sent. Because sometimes I feel like my age group is a little looked over. People seem to think that all we care about is our looks and whether or not we're sober, and I feel like that's a lot of hot air and a balloon of judgment that needs a push pin because we're the only ones brave enough, or naive enough, or stupid enough to ask the hard questions. Like, did you ever wonder why when you go to California, Oregon, there's like these utopias of sustainability, but where I'm from, people are like collaborative consumption? Girl, what the heck's you talking about? And I'm like, oh, you know, it's just a fancy word for sharing. And they're like, oh, are you talking about the triangles and the arrows and the numbers? And I'm like, oh God, we've got a lot of work to do. I mean, did you ever notice that all the 13 finalists, including myself, well, most of them anyway, we already kind of were ignited with being green. And then we got a little greener with the challenge, and now we're trying to be the greenest, and there's 300 million teenagers without that spark. And then I get asked other kinds of questions like, Alyssa, how do you expect him to love the world that he lives in when he doesn't even feel like he fits in because he can't love the person he wants to because it's the law and it's written? Alyssa, how do you expect her to look at your big picture when it feels like God is putting a magnifying glass over her head because she has scars that burn so deep they don't even bleed red because he should have never been in her bed? Alyssa, why do you care about the environment? Why is that your goal? Why should I care what can or cannot be recycled? Because let me tell you, work is tough and pay is really rough and my kids are never satisfied with all their stuff and I have just had enough. With hard questions come complicated answers. But this is what I can tell you. I once sat alone in the middle of a forest, and it was a beautiful thing, sitting beneath a 200-year-old tree, a bird inches from my still body and me all knowing that I am alive. And this is all real, and a screen or a machine or anything that man has made can never beat this thing that's alive and has a heartbeat, a little different than mine, but still unapologetically living. And from then on, I decided I was no longer going to apologize for being me, loving this planet. I was ignited with a passion to save it, and that's why I joined PGC. But when the only nature he has known is mud in the face and knees in the asphalt, when she's at the prime of her life, and the only question she can ask is, why me? Is it my fault? I'd say to you, get off the ground and look around, because although you pass it every day, it may astound you how beautiful this world is and could be. And although you can't change the big things with quick fixes, you can change the little things, like reusing bags and eating organic, that actually might save you from some of this panic, because you are part of something so much better than you could ever be alone. And this is a song that's been sung since day one of humanity, that you cannot create change without a community that gives 2 cents about who and where they are. And if I can change your mind, the most apathetic and distraught of them all, the teenager, then you will bring us forth into a world that is no longer sustainably segregated into red or blue state, black or white hate, religion or secularity, economy or ecology, because I don't know about you, but I'm sick of this dichotomy, because there's a lot of gray area missing. But because we are different, you and I never expect a perfect place we're in. 300 years after the fact, we're still dealing with racism, but like cigarette smoking, I feel like we can stop a moving trend in its tracks, because as a matter of fact, 8 out of 10 Americans don't smoke, and those are enlightening, or you could say igniting statistics. That this environment molds you, but it does not make you. Whether your natural world is concrete or trees, it can only do so much to create you, and that's where people come in. To dare you to move, to get you off the ground, so that finally a harmony between a planet and its people can be found, and only then can we begin to talk about succeeding. Because success is not about pushing an agenda or winning a $5,000 cash prize. It's about being able to recognize the person in the mirror smiling back at you, because you finally made this world not just about you, like a fulfilling contradiction, because life is no longer a half-assed confection. It's on fire with a passion that was born to be ignited, and when conventionality slaps you in the face, you no longer have to fight it. You step back, use your words, and when they ask you the hard questions, you can tell them. When every patch of prairie has been paved over, when every drop of deep fresh water has been drained, when every munch we eat has been mutated and modified, when all of our cities have been flooded, when all of our wetlands have been filled in, when all of our soils have been dried and dusted, when the birds of the meadows are no longer singing, because all you can hear is the silent ringing of a concrete jungle built to its maximum, and everything that we own is covered in platinum. When the last tree falls in the middle of the forest and no one's around, you're going to hear it, because I'm not the Lorax, I'm a voice of a generation. Listen to what I am saying. I will not stop until I have you begging, Alyssa, ignite me, show me what this world might be. If I tried to live a little bit more sustainably, because obviously things are never going to get any better if I keep on doing the same thing over and over. Because they told me over and over that life is a journey. And it's not about the destination, but so far, this planet is my only destination, and I will do my best for its preservation, but I need the help of my generation. Listen to what I'm saying. It's time we did things a little bit differently. Forget the average classroom. Say hello to PGC, because although our focus is on sustainability, we are not changing trash bags. We are changing an ability to think, and that is extraordinary. You know, some people, they want to watch the world burn, but we will ignite it.